I am the Starman, and I'm here in the middle of a field. I'm in the middle of the field. I'm out in the dark on this video, yes. In fact, I'm here because we're hoping to get a glimpse of the giant planet Jupiter. So first of all, I want to do an audio test. Can anybody hear me? Can everybody hear me okay? Is the microphone working? Is my microphone plugged in? Let me know if you can hear me. Who have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and we've got Camper Drone UK. Helen, let me know if you can hear me okay. So I'm out here in the dark. I hope my mic's working because I know the last time I did a live stream, the microphone wasn't working. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to adjust this. Can you hear me okay? I'm just going to adjust this camera up a little bit because it's a bit low down. Hi David. The camera's a bit low down, so I'm just trying to... So, am I looking at the right camera? The camera's there, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know why. I look to be, on the video, I look to be looking the wrong way. I think it's just the way this light is. I've got a light down here lighting me up. So I'm out in the middle of a field. Hi, let me know if you can hear me. No one said if they can hear me yet. But then again, if you couldn't hear me, you probably would have told me, wouldn't you? Yeah, so I'm out here. I'm actually in Blackpool. I'm in the middle of a dark field. I'm not far from Stanley Park. Yeah, now the idea of this video is to show you Jupiter, but unfortunately, how typical is it that it's cloudy everywhere? Now, we do have the moon around. Now, if I could just, I don't know if you can see this, but if I switch this camera around, can you see over there? Sorry about this. Can you see that? We've got the moon over there. Hi Ramfan. Now, I was going to bring you some close-ups of the moon because I've got my camera trained on the moon at the moment. But unfortunately, even that has gone. It's very low down. It's almost like a half moon. Has anybody seen the moon tonight? It is quite low down. Hi, Rob. Hi, Ben R28. So we're here in Blackpool. I'm in the middle of a dark field. Yes. What better place to spend an evening in the middle? I tell you what, it is pretty dark in here. And all Camper Drone UK said they can see Jupiter as clear as a bell from Barnsley. Well, we can't see it from Blackpool, I'm afraid. But the moon is starting to come out. Yeah, the moon is starting to come out again, so we might actually get to see. I want to show you a close-up of the moon. Yeah, because it looks absolutely epic. Just wait till you see this. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll just take this. So doesn't the moon look awesome? Yeah, so there's the moon over there. You can see it just above the houses. Isn't it low down? Have you noticed how low it is? And here's how it looks in my camera. Look at that. Can you see that? Oh my goodness. Look at that. Sorry, I can't. Oh, this is what you want to see, isn't it? Look at that. Excuse the red box, but we're now looking at the moon, and it's almost a perfect half moon. It's what we call first quarter. You know when half of it is lit on the right hand side? Yeah, it's called a first quarter moon. Look at that. Doesn't it look absolutely amazing? Sorry, it's a bit I'll try and move it over a bit. Sorry about that red box. I'm zoomed in and that red box comes up, but just look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that. And we're looking at it through the cloud, of course, and I think sometimes when you look at the moon through the cloud, it just looks so atmospheric, doesn't it? Just look. Doesn't that cloud look amazing? Yeah, so can you see all the craters down that side? You see where it goes dark? That's what they call the terminator. So the sun at the moment is at a right angle to the moon. From our perspective, it is at a right angle. And that's why it's lit up on the right hand side. Yeah. The moon is lit up on the right hand side. It's a waxing moon. And it's the first, what we call the first quarter. Yeah, so it might sound a little bit kind of weird calling it a first quarter when it's a half moon, but it's really a quarter of the way through its phase. So first quarter, the next phase will be full moon, and then the next phase after that will be waning. It'll be last quarter, and then it's back to new moon again. So there's like 4 main phases of the moon. So we're looking at a first quarter moon right there. How about that, huh? Yeah, so that's how it looks in my camera there. Right, so I'm now going to put this back on here again, and we'll get a wide shot of the moon. Sorry about the shaky. Hi, Albert. Yeah, so we're looking at the moon there over Blackpool. You can see it above those houses. It's very low down. It is low, and the reason for that is because the ecliptic happens to be low at the moment. Hi, Mr. Magoo. We've got 37 watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. Hi, Brookie. Any clangers? Well, you never know, do you? Well, the idea of this video is to show you Jupiter. Now, unfortunately, if I turn this camera around, if I turn the camera around this way, that's looking towards the south where the moon is. But if we have a look towards the east where Jupiter should be, I don't know if you can see, but well, I can't see anything over there. It looks like it's nothing but cloud over there, I'm afraid. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get to see Jupiter tonight, because that's the view towards the east, and so I might as well just keep it looking this way towards the moon. Yeah. Well, we've got 45 people watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, and also hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hi, Helen. I'll just put the camera back on me again. Oh, everything's gone all loose. Yeah, so the idea of this video was to show you Jupiter. Now, I was meant to do a video on Jupiter. Has anybody heard about Jupiter being really, really bright in the night sky at the moment? It is super bright in the night sky. I should have done a video a couple of weeks ago. Now, the thing is, there's a couple of reasons why Jupiter is so bright in the night sky, and I'm sure many of you will have seen it. You will have seen Jupiter, although you may not have known it. You might have thought it was a bright star. You might have looked up and thought, oh, what's that bright star over there? You know, you might not realise that it's actually a planet. Now, at the moment, it's towards the eastern part of the sky. It's fairly low at the moment, but as the evening goes on, say towards 10, 11 o'clock, Jupiter becomes really, really obvious. Hi, Jay. So I'll just turn the camera around, so I'll just turn the viewpoint round. Excuse me. Yes, here I am. Oh, city lights. Yeah, so the thing is that Jupiter, like I say, you've probably already seen Jupiter, and it's pretty obvious. You cannot miss it. It is so bright, and I'm going to tell you why. The papers were all banging on about it last week. Hi, Brian Shuker. Why is that wobbling? My thing is wobbling. Sorry. I've just got to tighten this thing up here. You might have seen in the news, it said that Jupiter, managed to see Jupiter the last few days, says Barry Boy. Yeah, now the reason is Jupiter is really bright at the moment. There's a couple of reasons why. The main reason is that it's at opposition. And when it's at opposition, curse those clouds. Yeah, they are, aren't they, rug pops? Is it rug ops? Yeah. Space Invader, just gone outside, part of the cloud here in Castleford, was going to try the Andromeda tonight. Yeah, now, like I said, there's a couple of reasons why Jupiter is so bright. The main one is that it's at opposition. Now, when the planets are at opposition, it means that they're opposite the sun from our perspective, which means it's directly the other side of the sun, which means that the whole of the planet is lit up and they look brighter than any other time. When it's at opposition, it's a lot brighter than it is at any other time. Now, all of the planets on the outside of the Earth's orbit are they all have this thing where they come to opposition, where they're opposite the sun. You can't have that with the inner planets like Venus and Mercury. But yeah, But Saturn as well, Saturn's up there, you might even spot Saturn. Hi Wayne. So yeah, so like I say, it's at opposition. Another thing as well is that Jupiter is also a bit closer in its orbit at the moment. It's a little bit close, not a whole lot, you know, but it happens to be a bit closer to the Earth than it has been for about 60 years. It's not a massive deal. It's more to do with the planet being at opposition, which is why it's so great. So you might have seen some stories saying, oh, you've got to have a look at Jupiter, get out there tonight or you'll miss it. It's the biggest it's been for 60 years. Well, they do like to big things up a little bit, don't they? So don't worry too much. Jupiter isn't going anywhere. In fact, Jupiter's going to be with us. It's going to be with us. Look, you see the moon? Is that the moon there? Look, look at that there. Look, so I'll get the moon there. There's the moon. Ooh, doesn't that look amazing? Yeah, look at that. I can hold the moon. Look at that. That looks absolutely amazing. Yeah. So the thing is, yes. If any of you saw the reports last week about Jupiter where they say, oh, you've got to go out and watch Jupiter, it's big, it's massive in the sky. There's a couple of reasons. It's at opposition, which means it's opposite the sun. Jupiter over here, the sun over here, opposition. It's at 180 degrees to the sun. Opposition is the big deal. The other big deal is that it happens to be a bit closer to the Earth in its orbit. So as it goes around the sun, it comes a little bit closer to Earth, and it happens to be a little bit closer. It's not a massive deal. It's more to do with the planet being opposite the sun, and that's why it's so bright. So here we go. Doesn't that moon look amazing? Look at the moon there. Whoa, look at that. Hi Marie. My camera is wobbling. Why is my camera wobbling? I have no idea. Hi Sarah. What does this mean for the star signs? Hi Marie Foster. I don't really believe in star signs, so I wouldn't really know. Yeah, so I'll just angle this up a bit. I don't think you can see me very well, can you? That's better, isn't it? It's just, for some reason, this is just wobbling about all over the place at the moment. I don't know why. I think I might have to... Oh, that's better. A bit better. Chandler Bing Bong. I can see... I can see Uranus. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm here in Blackpool, and just look at this here. That's the moon. That's the moon. It looks yellow, doesn't it? It does look absolutely amazing. Go out and have a look at it and see if you can see. It is very low down. I mean, I am like, I don't know, I must be a good 300 yards away from these houses over here, and you can just about see the moon above those houses there. So go outside and have a look and see if you can see the moon. And not only that, it might be clearer where you are. It's not very clear here. We've got quite a lot of cloud around, and that the moon just so happens to be underneath that bit of cloud there. It does look to be breaking up a little bit. I was hoping to bring you Jupiter. That's what this video is supposed to be all about, but unfortunately it's far too cloudy to see Jupiter at the moment. But you never know, it might clear up yet. But we do have that moon. Doesn't it look absolutely awesome? Bit cloudy in Oxford, says Wayne. Albert Mills. Jupiter's looking good right now from Liverpool. Oh, so they can see Jupiter in Liverpool, but we can't see it in Blackpool at the moment anyway. Chandler Bing Bong says he's tucked up in bed. Hi Anthony and Fran in Staining. I'm not too far from you at the moment. I'm just inside of Staining actually. I'm not far from the zoo at the moment. Yeah, I'm in the middle of a field, middle of a dark field. Yeah, there's people walking the dogs behind me, wondering what the hell's going on. Yeah, wondering what this guy doing in the middle of a field with a light. Is he doing like a live TV broadcast? Well, I'm doing a live, aren't I? Yeah. So there you go. That's where we are. We're out and about. This is what I want to do. I want to be out and about. 60 people watching. Hit the like button. Don't forget. Hey, Mark's in the house. Yo, Mark's here. Maybe cloudy. At least you're dry tonight. Yes. Not like last night where I got absolutely drenched. Yeah. Someone walking behind me over there. A dark figure walking through the field. I don't know if you can see him. It's not someone walking a dog either. You know, most people, they walk across the field, they've got a dog, but that person over there doesn't have a dog, so I don't know what the hell he's walking across the dark field for. Um, oh, it's a bit scary. 60 watching, yeah, we've got 60 people watching, that's really good. Not much to see in the Los Angeles sky, it's 12:15 in the afternoon. No, you know, I went up Mount Wilson, J. O'Neill. I went up Mount Wilson, we went to the, what's that observatory called? The Mount Wilson Observatory. And it was where Hubble measured the universe. And you know what? The light pollution up there was unbelievable. I mean, we were so high up, we must have been 6,000 feet up, and yet the glow from LA was just unbelievable. It was insane. Yeah. There's someone over there who's acting a bit suspicious. Yes, Mark, Mark's done it again. Can you see Uranus or Uranus? Can you see Uranus? Do you know who discovered Uranus? No laughing. Do you know who discovered it? Let me know who discovered it. Does anybody know? This is your quiz. I don't have a proper quiz, but I will ask you questions along the way. Does anybody know who discovered the planet Uranus? I'm saying it, I'm trying to say it in a way that doesn't sound naughty. So who discovered it? Someone buy me a hot drink. I'll get one when I go home. Yeah. So yes, I'm in the middle of a field and we're kind of waiting for Jupiter. We've got the moon here. If you've just joined us, this is the moon. It's a first quarter moon. There's someone else walking over there now, coming across this way. Why are they coming this way? I don't know. Is there a path going across there or something? I don't know. There's some weird people about here. William. Oh, yeah, you're onto it, Mark. Yeah. Has the dark figure gone now? Yeah, I think he has. Yeah, yeah. William. Yes, it was a William. It was William Herschel. William Herschel. Yeah, discovered Uranus. Any workshop planned for the weekend? Not for the time being, Brian. Not for the time being. Maybe after the next full moon, I might do some. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. William Herschel, says J. O'Neill. Yeah, correct. Yes, it was William Herschel. I hope you weren't Googling that. Yes. William Herschel was, he was a musician, a German musician, came over to England in the, when will it be, 70s, 18th century, I think. And he was a musician, like I say, he was a musician, and he played in bands and all that. So he made his home here, and he lived in Bath, and his sister as well lived with him as well. And she also did quite a bit as well. Caroline Herschel, she actually did quite a lot. Mark McNeil says I'm famous. Yeah, I know I am. So yeah, so William Herschel did discover quite a lot of stuff from his home. I've actually been to his house. It's a museum in Bath, so if you ever get a chance to go down, go down. Is that Peter Smith from Wigan? ISS during 30 seconds. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see the ISS here. In fact, I thought the ISS had kind of gone away. I thought we weren't going to see it. Hi, Nighthawk. Peter Smith, says Herschel. About to go to the water. See if I can spot the moon and the ISS. Let me know if you see the ISS, because I didn't think it was visible tonight. Make me a mod on this channel, mate. Yeah, so I am currently stood in the middle of a field in Blackpool, waiting to see if these clouds clear. But at the moment we do have the moon. Can you see that there? We've got 64 people watching. We've got a lovely moon there. It's looking, well, what colour does that look? It looks kind of orange, kind of golden almost, doesn't it, really? I'll show you again a close-up of the moon because I've got my camera on it. So I'll just take this off here, and I will. Looking forward to see Brian Cox at the arena in Liverpool. That will be a great night as well. Sorry that the I'm just going to show you. Sorry about the so there's the moon over there, as you can see, and what we're going to do is I'm going to zoom in on it. Oh God, sorry about this, I've just completely lost it there. We're looking towards the moon here in Blackpool. It's a really, really nice. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm trying to do this and hold the camera. It's really not easy to do. Are you ready? Here we go. Now at the moment it's out of focus, but watch this. Can you see that? Look at that. Oh my God. There you are. Oh my goodness, look at that. Hey? Why the sun water in the why is the sun water in the autumn? I don't really understand what that is, Helen. Congratulations, Nighthawk, become a mod. So we're looking at the moon now. It is a half moon. Some people call it a half moon because it does look like it's half lit up. The reason why it looks half lit up is because the sun is at a right angle to it. So the sun is towards the right of the moon. There's a London bus on the moon. Yeah, but it's actually what we call the first quarter moon. That's the official name for it. Yeah. Just trying to keep it in the frame. Oh, look at the plane. Oh, did you see that plane go across the top then? Oh my goodness. Did anyone see that plane go right across the top of the moon then? Oh my goodness, how close was that? We almost got a plane flying right across the moon. It literally just flew right across the top of the moon. Did you see it? Oh my goodness. That was incredible. Did you see that? It went right, it just skimmed the top of the moon. It was unbelievable, yeah. It's amazing what you see when you look up. Well, I say we're not really looking up at the moment. I'm kind of looking right. Well, I'm looking right over there. There, we're looking there. That's where we're looking. And that's how it looks. We have got quite a bit of cloud coming in. Can you see that cloud? The cloud is obscuring the moon a little bit. Why is there kind of water in the autumn? I don't understand your question, Helen. That would have made a brilliant photograph, says Anthony. Yeah, it would have been, yeah. But I do have some pictures of the moon with, you know, with planes going across it. So anyway, I'm just going to put this back down here again, if you don't mind. This thing's loose, I'm afraid. This everything always has to go wrong, doesn't it? Yeah. So I'll put this down here. So if you got a chance to go out, I would go out and have a look yourself. You know, don't just take my word for it. Have a look out in your garden tonight and see if you can see what I can see. See if you can see. Can you see that moon over there? Look at that. Look there. There's the moon. In fact, it's getting so low down now that it's hard to tell from a street light. That's a street light. That is the moon. I can't move my hand. Street light, moon. 75 people watching. I've got 75 people watching this live stream. I'm here in Blackpool. I'm in the middle of a field. I'm supposed to be bringing a Jupiter. That's what the video is all about, Jupiter, but it's turned into a moon video because Jupiter is, unfortunately, it's covered up by cloud. So I can't bring you Jupiter at the moment. Let's catch up on some comments. Yeah, that was awesome. Did anyone see the plane fly across the top of the moon when I was showing the moon? That was incredible. Yeah, that was absolutely amazing. Yeah, and you can actually get photographs of stuff flying across, well, not across the moon, but like a plane or even the ISS. You can get the ISS going across the moon. It is possible. It is possible to do. People have done it, yeah. Oh, why is that loose? This thing is loose. I don't know why. Paul Smith says he saw it. What lens am I using? Well, I'm using my DSLR camera and I've got a 300mm lens on. It's not the most powerful lens. It's a 300mm lens. It's okay. As you can see, we can get some good detail on the moon there. We can get right in on the craters and stuff like that. You can see them with binoculars. I was hoping that we'd be able to get onto Jupiter, but at the moment I'm looking towards the... You see, this is towards the south. This direction we're looking now towards the moon is sort of, no, sorry, west. That's the west over there. And in fact, I've lost my bearings. You know, I've completely lost my bearings. That's the... If I was at home, I would know exactly which direction I'm looking at. We are kind of looking towards roughly. Let me think about this. I think I might need to put my compass on. We are looking towards, roughly towards the south. This way is towards the east. That way over there is roughly towards the west. It's not exact, but I hope that's right because I have completely lost my bearings. How much? Too much cloud in the south, Stephen. Can't see anything this evening. Helen says, why is the sun kind of water in autumn? I don't know. I don't really understand that question. I'm glad you got dried off after last night's sudden storm. Yes, I was photographing the fireworks last night and got absolutely drenched. Oh my goodness, we had this shower to end all showers last night. Everything got blasted by sand. My cap got blown off. I was wearing this cap here with Canada. See, look, Canada hat. And my cap blew off. My bag went flying across the beach. Everything, I had to clean everything up. It was absolutely unbelievable, yeah, unbelievable. I'm looking over there just to see if I can see Jupiter. Unfortunately, no, can't see it, I'm afraid. South-southwest. I know, I think that's what I was trying to get at. I think we're sort of in between here, aren't we? South-southwest. Yeah. And my bearings are completely shot to pieces at the moment because I'm not at home. Did you see Colin Seaside? No, I didn't know, but I watched his video. You're a great sat nav. No, it's pathetic. I cannot get my bearings at all. I really can't. Yeah. Let's just say it's roughly south over there. Roughly. If you keep going that way, you'll get towards the south eventually. So we've got the moon over here. Can you see the moon? There's the moon. It's getting lower and lower and lower. It won't be long before it's probably dipping below those houses over there, and we won't see it again until tomorrow. But tomorrow it'll probably be more of an exact half moon tomorrow. It's not quite a half moon tonight. Jupiter and Saturn is clear here, but patchy clouds where Andromeda is. Yeah, so some people have got clear weather. I mean, we can sort of see the sun, can't we? We can see the moon, but unfortunately the cloud in the direction of Jupiter is a bit too bad. So unfortunately we can't bring you Jupiter, I'm afraid, and that's really what the video was all about. So hopefully I'll have to try again on Jupiter. We'll try another time, shall we? Get your compass out, yeah. Well, I know one thing, Blackpool Tower is over there. In fact, I can almost see Blackpool Tower. And it's to the northwest. Yeah. Roughly to the northwest, Blackpool Tower from here. Yeah. So over there is southwest. That way is going to be west. Over there is going to be east. Jupiter is very bright from Evesham, clear skies, says Brookie. Brookie, yeah. Yeah, well, I'm looking and I cannot see. In fact, I'll just go off camera a second, don't worry, I'll still be here. I just want to get away from the light, but I am looking towards, oh, you know what, it's so heavy, the cloud, it's unbelievable, yeah. No, it's too much, I'm afraid. Yeah, I've just been looking and I don't think that that cloud is going to move out of the way, I'm afraid. So it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to bring you Jupiter. Does anyone want to see Blackpool Tower? I'll show you Blackpool Tower if you want. Let me know if you want to see Blackpool Tower. I think what I might do is I might... are there any space events between 16th and 19th October while I'm in Blackpool? Not that I know of. I don't think so. You can always see the ISS if it's around. You can see the ISS from Blackpool. I can hear someone shouting over there. Who's that shouting? I'll tell you what, it's a bit dodgy being here at night. Have you managed to get a photo of the tower with Jupiter behind it like you did with the moon? Well, that is possible, but the thing is, the problem there is that Jupiter is so small, you would have to photograph the tower from so far away, and you would only get a small bit of the tower. You would literally get one of the, you know, like the flagpole or something like that. That's all you would get in the shot with Jupiter. You can't really photograph Blackpool with Jupiter. It's just too, it wouldn't be a good photograph. Jupiter's too small. You can't do it. Hi Michael, Mike's in the house. When is a rocket going, Stephen? Rocket, which rocket's that? I don't know. Which, is there a rocket due to go? Was there one postponed the other week? I think there was one postponed, wasn't there? They were going to set one off and they had to put it back. So there is one. There is a rocket due to go off, yeah. So, oh, another plane has just gone underneath the moon, but the moon, can you see? Can you see now? Can you see there? I can't move. I can't do this. I can't move my hand. There's the moon. Can you see it? The moon is disappearing. It's going. It's leaving us. Don't forget to hit the like button. Hit the thumbs up. We've got 72 people watching. That's really good. That 72 people watching. Yeah, show us the tower. Anthony says he wants to see the tower. Does anyone else want to see Blackpool Tower while we're here? Because there's not much else we can look at. Let me know if you want to see Blackpool Tower. Do one. Just do a number one. Hit a number one if you want to see Blackpool Tower. And if I get 5 ones, we'll go and see Blackpool Tower. Yeah? So we'll do that then, shall we? I'll have to see if I can find a space between these trees. Oh, the ones are coming in. Right, well, I can sort of see it at the moment. You're going to have to bear with me. Space Invader did 5 ones. Cheating, yeah. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to... Let's just see. I'm moving. Can you still see the moon there? Look. Oh, it's disappearing. It's disappearing. There's a cloud there. It's just got into a bit of cloud just above that house there. And I'm afraid that the moon is probably going to disappear. But I am just going to head across this, wish me luck. I hope I don't walk into something. I think I should be, oh, I can see Blackpool Tower just about, but I'm just looking for a clearer space between the trees. I'm just looking for a space between the trees where I can get Blackpool Tower. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, you know what? Oh, that is so... Can't do it from there. I'm going to have to try somewhere else. There's just too many trees to be able to get a clear sight of it. Let's try over here, shall we? Where's my tripod? Struggling a bit, to be honest, to get Blackpool Tower from here. It's because of Stanley Park. There's too many trees at Stanley Park and they're all in the way. So let's just see if I can I would probably say about there. If I turn the camera around now, let's see if I turn this camera around. Now then. Can you see that? I'm sorry it's not the best view, but that is Blackpool Tower. Believe me, it's Blackpool Tower. And that's the best view I can get you, because there's just, I'm afraid that the trees are just blocking the view. I tried to get a better view, but I can't. Blame Stanley Park for that. Yeah, look how far away it is. Yeah, so we had a little look at Blackpool Tower, and I am looking around, I'm looking into the darkness over here. Can you see there's a few lights over there? We've got houses over there, but this is all fields. We've got all fields here. We've got a golf course over there, so it's pretty dark. Over there we've got the village of Staining that way, so there's not much light pollution looking that way, but unfortunately it's really, really cloudy. I can't see a thing. We've even lost the moon now as well. Yeah, so it's not looking very good for Jupiter, I'm afraid. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, but anyway, just set this back down again. Yeah, so I don't know if you can tell, but just above that street light there is where the moon was, but unfortunately it's gone into cloud now, and I'm not sure if it's going to come back out again, I'm afraid. And there does look to be too many clouds to be able to see Jupiter. So I'm going to have to do another video on Jupiter for you. Eddie Jones says, Artemis is a rocket launch, dude. Keeps getting postponed. Is that the one that's going to, oh, I can't remember, what's it going to do? I can't remember what that, I tried to watch it the other week and they postponed it, didn't they? Very clear in St Helens, says Mark. Got a clear sight of the moon here. Yeah, so it's obviously clear. It is actually starting to come back out again, you know. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but why can't I move my hand the right way? It does actually look like it might be coming back out again. You know, it's quite a nice night tonight, you know, so if you get a chance to go outside and have a look at the moon while it's really, really low down, you might have a better chance of seeing it than me. Hi to Natalie. Hi Natalie, and that's from, is it Commodore? Commodore, the Commodore Museum. Yeah. I never had a Commodore 64, but I had an Amiga. In fact, when the Commodore 64s were around, I had a Spectrum. Yeah, we had a Spectrum and a ZX81, we had all those. Never had a Commodore until I got an Amiga, yeah. Amiga 500, legendary computer, yeah, yeah. Went to car boot. I can hear someone shouting over there. Went to car boot at 6 AM, looked up in the sky, saw Orion's Belt, my favourite nebula. Wow, you must have been out early, Space Invader. Yeah, to see Orion, yeah. Yeah, Orion is actually starting to come back up again. If you're out fairly early in the morning, you might just be able to see Orion coming back up again. Theme park worldwide caught a rocket taking off at Kennedy. Wow, amazing. Me and wife look at Jupiter on the day it was closest. Look good, said Eddie. Thanks for trying, Stephen. Thanks. Yes, well, I had a go. I still have my Amiga 1000. Amiga 1000. Was that the one that had the monitor with it, with like the box, and you put the monitor on top? Was that the box version? Yeah. And they also had the 2000, the 3000, and the 4000, didn't they as well? Yeah. So never had any of those. I had the 500, the 1200, and we also had a 600. So yeah, they were really, really good. Loved them. Absolutely loved the Amiga. Absolutely amazing. Typical with the clouds, just perfect cloudless, clear skies. Went on the beach. Oh, you're watching the motorbikes. I was there watching the motorbikes. They were amazing. Those motorbikes were unbelievable. Yeah, I actually did a video on them for my other channel. So you can watch the motorbikes on my other channel when I get the video ready. Hey, the moon's starting to come back out again. Can you see? We've got a street light here, and just above that street light is where the moon is. Can you see? it almost looks the same brightness as a street light, doesn't it? But that there, that is the moon. That's the moon just above that street light. Isn't it amazing? Yeah, it's getting really low down now. Yeah, it is literally just above that house there. Yes, it was the first one, the first Amigas, 1000, yeah, how about that? James Hayden, keep up the good work, thanks. Salford. Yeah, the moon is coming back out again, yeah. But I don't think, unfortunately, this video was supposed to be about Jupiter, and I was going to zoom in on Jupiter for you and show you the moons. But unfortunately, it's just, I'm just going to take a look. I'm going to go off camera a minute, don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to have a look and see if, no, I'm afraid Jupiter is off, it's completely off. So what I might do is I might just show you the moon again, seeing as the moon has just come back out again. But what I'll do is I'm just going to turn the camera around. So we'll just turn the camera around, sorry about this. Now then, look at that. Rushing to get home to watch this moon, looks fantastic. Yeah, look at that now. Doesn't that look absolutely amazing? Oh my God. Space Invader said he likes my other channel, but he likes this one. Well, you're in luck because I'm going to be doing a lot more on this channel this winter, yeah. So there's the moon. Doesn't it look absolutely amazing? You can see that it's a half moon, or the official name for the phase of the moon at the moment is first quarter. It's a first quarter moon. Yeah, and what I'll do is I'll get it back on the, let's see if I can get it back on the camera for you again, and we'll have a look at it. Yeah, because it looks absolutely amazing. Yeah, we saw a plane go right past it before as well. That looks amazing. Yeah. So I'll see if I can get it back on the screen for you again. Yeah. Doesn't that moon look amazing? Whoa. Hey, that's a photograph right there now, isn't it? Yeah. The Terminator line is super clear once the clouds clear. The stuff. Bloody hell! How fast was that bike going? The Terminator. Got ZX80 tucked away in the attic. My mum-in-law had a ZX80. Right, I'm just going to turn this... oh, hang on. Sorry about this. Right, here we go. You ready? Oh, look at this. Look at that. Yeah? Doesn't that look absolutely... Sorry, it's a bit shaky. I'm having to hold... I'm having to hold one hand and... I haven't got enough hands to do what I'm doing. But there's the moon. Look at those craters down there. You see where it goes from light to dark? That's what they call the Terminator. I'll be back. Oh, and by the way, there was only one good Terminator movie, and that was the first one. The rest of them were... Well, I was going to swear then. There was only one good Terminator movie. The first one. Yeah, so that's the Terminator line. Where it goes, and you know, it's one of the best times to look at the moon because you get to see the craters, you get to see a lot of shadow detail. It really picks out the craters. The worst time to look at the moon is when it's full, because when you look at the moon and it's full, the sun is shining right at it and you don't really see any detail so much. Everything's all washed out because there's no shadows on a full moon. So really one of the best times to look at the moon is when it's kind of lit up like this. Yeah, so if you, any chance this week, as it gets brighter and brighter and as more of the moon lights up, get out and have a look at it because it's the best time to see it. So there you go. We were looking at the moon and there it is over there. streaming onto my TV, looking good, says Tweed. Sorry, it's shaking about a bit. I'm just trying to put the... Oh God, this is so annoying. I can't do anything. So we were just looking at that there. Yeah. Stats on that zoom. Nighthawk. It's a 300mm lens. Nighthawk. It's nothing too special, but it's a nice camera. A Nikon D850. Oh well, I can hear sirens. Yeah, I'm just using a 300mm lens for that that shot of the moon there that you could see. Yeah, so nothing too special. Well, I've got sirens. Oh, it's kicking off. God, I'm trying to move the camera there. USA is on the way back. Was that the Terminator who just passed on that loud motorbike? Yeah. Doesn't that look amazing though? What a nice moon. Hit the like button. Yeah. So yeah, so this video was supposed to be about Jupiter. I was supposed to be bringing the Jupiter. That's what the video was all about. And by the way, the picture on the thumbnail, you know the picture that's on the thumbnail? The picture that's on that thumbnail is a picture I took of Jupiter. Yeah, I'm sorry, just turning the camera around. Yeah, so that picture that you see on the thumbnail to this, are the 2x converters any good for astrophotography? I don't use them. They make the lens too slow. The thumbnail picture of Jupiter is one that I took, and I took it using, believe it or not, I used like a modified webcam to take that picture. Yeah, a very small resolution, very low resolution camera to take that photograph, but I took it with a pretty powerful telescope, one that I don't have anymore. So if I'm going to photograph Jupiter again, I might have to get myself another telescope. The best sort of telescopes for looking at planets are probably a reflecting telescope or like a Schmidt-Cassegrain telescope, similar to the one that I used to have. Yeah. So yeah, there's lots of different telescopes you can get, and you know they're all good for different things, you know. But yeah, a reflecting telescope is particularly good for planets. So you know, different telescopes. I'll be doing videos on telescopes actually. Thanks, Wayne. So the problem is when I've got this lens. In fact, I'll show you the lens, shall I? I'm going to show you the lens. Let's just do this, shall we? Is that right? Sorry about this. I'm just trying to take the lens off the. Right. So I've got this camera here. This is my camera. Yeah, it's a Nikon D850. Yeah. It's a DSLR camera. So this is what we were looking at the moon with. Now this lens is can you see that? It's a 300, is that the right way around? A 300mm f4. It's a 300mm f4 lens. The 4 means aperture. It means how big the opening to the lens is. The lower the number, the more light comes into the lens. Now the problem is, Nighthawk was asking about 2x converters. I've got a 2x converter for this lens. Yeah, it makes it into a 600mm lens. But, and there's a big but here, I can turn this into a 600mm lens by putting the 2x converter on, but that f4 becomes f8. And that means that there's 2 stops less light coming into the camera. Oh my God, we've got police now, look. Oh. Is that a police car? Oh, it's kicking off. Blue lights. Let's get back on the moon, shall we? Yeah, so what I was telling you is that I've got this 300mm lens, which we were looking at the moon with before. And if I was to put a 2x converter on, yes, it becomes 600mm, but it also lets a lot less light in, which means you have to increase your exposure and all that sort of stuff. There's always a bit of a downside to these sort of things. I don't know where that police car's going. Is it going towards the I think it's going towards the hospital. Maybe, yeah. I can hear someone putting out the recycle. Can you hear that? So we're looking towards the moon and you can see now, oh my God, it's getting so close. The exposure triangle, yeah. It's getting so close now to going behind that tree. Yeah, the moon is almost gone for us. It's going to disappear soon, I'm afraid. Until tomorrow. We'll see it again tomorrow. Yeah. It will be back. Don't worry. Thanks, David. Looks very spooky, getting ready for Halloween, yeah? So we're looking towards the moon at the moment and you can just see it above that tree. There's a tree behind that house there and it's going to go down below there. So, yeah, I think we've done okay in this video. We haven't done what I meant to do. Obviously, I was meant to be talking about Jupiter, but unfortunately, it's just far too cloudy to see Jupiter, I'm afraid. I'm looking over there now and I still can't see it. It's funny, but I've seen it every night. Every night for the last week or so I've seen Jupiter, apart from tonight. Isn't that just typical, that focus suffers too with... Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, you're right there. You're right, yeah, Brian, yeah. So I can double the focal length of that lens by putting the 2x converter on and it gets me to 600mm, but the aperture goes down to f8. That's 2 stops down on the aperture that it is already, which means you lose 2 stops of light gathering. That means you have to increase your exposure or put the ISO up or something like that. That's what you have to do. So there's always a bit of a trade-off with using converters. Yeah, up on the ISO, yeah. Well, the quality as well might not be great. You might also, there's someone shouting for a dog over here. They're probably wondering what I'm doing, stood in the middle of the field here. Look, I think that dog might be coming towards me. Yeah, I think it's attracted to the light. Hope it doesn't attack me. Yeah. I can hear a dog. Yeah. Does anyone believe this was life on other planets? Well, you never know, Sarah. Yeah, so we're just looking towards the... Looks nice, doesn't it? The moon there. It's mental. Oh, it's going, isn't it? It's going behind that tree. Oh, we've got 70 people watching. That's amazing. Yeah. Yeah. 70 people watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button. Hit the thumbs up. We're doing really well. Yeah, well, like I say, the moon is a first quarter moon. I've said that a few times. So it's a first quarter. Some people call it a half moon. The official name is first quarter because the sun is at a right angle to the moon at the moment from where we are. So we're seeing the sun at a right angle. That's why it's lit up on the right hand side. Must be a fan of yours, yeah, dog, yeah. I didn't see the dog, but I had this vision of a dog coming running towards me in the dark and I couldn't even see it. You know, some of these people have lights on the dogs now and they can see them, but I couldn't see their dog. Oh, I can see it now. Yeah, I can see it now. Yeah, so we're losing the moon now there, look at that. It's going behind that, I'll just turn it back round again, put the camera back on me again. So we're back on me again, and I'm just going to, if you don't mind, turn the thing round. Let's see, what can we see now? Oh, sorry about that. I look a bit spooky, don't I? So, where are we? Oh, can you see it? Is that it? That's it there, isn't it? That's the moon there, isn't it? Yeah. There you are. Can you see? It's just there. It's just there. I tell you what, it's so hard to point when you're looking at a screen because everything's all backwards. But yeah, that's the moon. So this video, which was supposed to be all about Jupiter, I was supposed to be zooming in on Jupiter with the camera for you to show you the moons. But unfortunately, it's just been too cloudy to see Jupiter. There's massive cloud over there. And the only thing we have been able to see is the moon. But the moons look really, really good. And I actually think it's been a pretty good video. I hope you like the video. I sent you those photos and videos on your messenger. Thanks, Jackie. Yeah, good night, moon. Just catching this from the beginning, says Hazel. Hi, Hazel. Ramfan, life on other planets. My missus is in a world of her own most of the time. What's the record on stats for watching? On this channel, I think I had about 160. But 70 is pretty good. I'm quite happy with 70, yeah. Can you see? It's going, it's disappearing, the moon. The moon is disappearing. I did say that it would probably set, I think, by the time we got to the end. But unfortunately, we're not going to get anything from... Greetings from USA, Eastern States. Still daylight here and hurricane to deal with. Clear skies all, says Vic. Vic Amaral. Hi, Vic. All the way over there in the US of A. Yeah, so we've got a couple of people watching from over the big pond, yeah? How about that, eh? Amazing. So we're here, we're just watching the moon. There's the moon there. We zoomed in on it before. If you're watching the video a bit earlier, we'll see we zoomed in on the moon. We got to see some of the amazing features on there, the craters. It's a waxing moon at the moment, which means it's getting brighter. It's moving around. In about another week or so, it'll be a full moon, yeah. So it'll be opposite the sun, obviously. And what we were hoping to do in this video was to show you Jupiter, because Jupiter happens to be opposite the sun as well from our perspective at the moment, and they call that opposition. It's called opposition when a planet is directly opposite the sun, and when they are opposite the sun they're a lot brighter. And Jupiter's also a bit closer as well to us at the moment, a little bit closer than normal, so it does look very, very big and bright. Well, not particularly big, it's small. It's actually quite small, but it does look very bright and obvious in the night sky. You cannot miss Jupiter. Hi, Frank. Well, I'm here. I got to Lawson's. Frank was telling me to go somewhere else, but there's a field with horses in, but I didn't want to go in that field. And I was sort of thinking of going to the promenade as well. I was going to go to a park on the promenade, but then I thought, oh, I don't know. I decided to come here in the end, and it's not too bad actually. It's really, really nice, yeah. So the moon is literally just, can you see it? You can just about see it now. It's disappearing behind that tree there. Luckily we don't get that bad in the UK. Hope you get back to normal soon, yeah. We actually get the tail end of your hurricanes, yeah. We do get the tail end, yeah. They've normally blown themselves out by the time they get to us, but we always get the tail end of the hurricane. They always come our way eventually. Off to bed I nearly start tomorrow morning, says Wayne. Yeah, so I'll be finishing this at 9 o'clock. So I think we've done okay. I think it's been a good live stream, this. I think it's been quite interesting, and thanks to everyone who's joined in. We didn't unfortunately get to see what I wanted to see, because like I said, this video was meant to be about showing you Jupiter. I did talk to you a little bit about Jupiter. I was hoping to show you the planet, but unfortunately the cloud was too much. But we did get to see a really nice crescent moon. The first quarter, sorry, not crescent, did you see it when it was a crescent actually? A few days ago, it was really, really nice a few days ago. I took a picture of it above the Pleasure Beach. We did get to see a really, really nice waxing moon, a first quarter moon. It's the first quarter, yeah, so that was really... Bye, Wayne. So there you go. So I think it's been okay, and what I'll do is I'll do another video about Jupiter. I don't know if it'll be a live stream, but I'll try and do you a video about Jupiter, how to see it, what to see, what you can see, all that sort of thing, what you can use to see it. You can see it with just with binoculars. You can see the moons up there. It looks absolutely amazing, yeah. So, well, I'll try and do that in the week if I can, yeah, if we get some decent weather. Unfortunately, tonight, well, I'm looking over there now and there's still too much cloud, but at least we got to see something. We got to see the moon, so that's a bit of a bonus, yeah. And yeah, so there you go. It's good to be out for a change as well, because I'm usually in the studio, aren't I? Yeah, so we got to 70 odd people watching, which I think is pretty good. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing these regular now, every Sunday evening, and I'll probably do a quiz as well. I had no quiz lined up for today, I didn't have one ready, but I will have one. And then the moon's come back out again, can you see? It's actually come back out again. It's come round that tree. I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll turn the camera around. Sorry about this, I'm just going to turn it round, excuse me. And what I'll do is I'll leave you with that now, that scene now. Look at that. Oh, doesn't that look amazing? So I'm going to say thanks to everyone for joining in. It's been awesome. And we got a decent video out of it in the end. We didn't do too bad. I was supposed to be bringing the Jupiter. Unfortunately, that didn't work due to the cloud. Thank you very much, cloud. And I did bring you the moon. So there you go. That's my live stream for tonight. Thanks for joining in, everyone, and I hope to see you again on another one next week. And I'll try and do a video or two in the week about Jupiter if I get a chance, just to show you how you can see it and how you can take pictures of it and all that sort of thing. So I will see you again on the next video. Thanks for tuning in.